Hey guys, and welcome back to Gold Rush, where we are finally going to get underway with some mining. We have literally I say literally everything. We're missing 2 yellow cables, but other than that, we're pretty much sorted to start mining. So I'm pretty chuffed about that. So let's get going. First off, I want to check my gold map though to see if there's anything. I don't think there was anything decent around here, was there really? There's only really along here, maybe down there, that was any good. But that being said, would it be possible to get my god, what a bloody it's freaking nightmare to start digging with this. And then just pour it everywhere. I pushed the wrong button to reverse. Am I dropping some out? I don't know. So the last bucket that we got, which was terrible, got us 1% on everything. I'm really annoyed that the hog pan is at 2%. Like that's annoying. I don't know, like that seems to empty out so much easier in there and it worries me. So I'm just looking at all the percentages and stuff. Alright. So is that because we... Right. Yeah, that only gave us up to 3% on the hog pan stuff. But is that because we were not as efficient, or not as efficient? Is that because we didn't have, like, there's not that much gold in this stuff? Okay, I've managed to get this stuck. Oh, come on. No, I need my map. Front loader, restore. Arrgh. Bloody nightmare. Okay. Let's head over here and oh my god. Come on. Right, I'm angling to try and get... Remember the big cut we had in the last season? That's what I'm angling to try and get. But instead of digging it wide, digging it long. And try to get to the area that actually has decent gold in it. Right, so let's lift this right the way up. Before we even attempt to... drop any off. There you go. Okay, I don't understand, because we're at 4% on... We're at 5% on the mats in the things, and 5% in the buckets, but 4% in the hog pans now. I don't understand. I don't understand, but hopefully I will one day. One day, when I'm old and grey. Someday. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, the best way to get a cut that you can drive in is to follow the ground, because it'll never be bumpy. Oh my god, I remember the hassle of mining like this now. How much of a bloody nightmare it was, constantly. No, 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 no. Almost. Okay. Reverse it that way. Take your time. Wow, that does lift quite high. Alright, it's definitely a lot easier to empty out now. So they've got that balanced quite nicely. Alright. So for anyone who's been following the saga of Steejo getting a house, or moving out of where he lives just now, I was talking about in the last episode that I had a meeting with a mortgage broker today, or a mortgage advisor, or whatever you want to call him. And it turns out that because of being self-employed, I'm actually technically not earning enough in order to get a mortgage, which really fucking sucks. So that means I'm pretty much stuck here where I am. But I mean, there's an upside to that. Well, not an upside, but there's still solutions to that. But it means that I need to basically, like, everything works in tax years, and you need to have like 2 years. 2 years worth of your taxes done as a self-employed person before you can really get a mortgage. And my first year worth of taxes wasn't great, which brings, because they take an average, they don't care like how much you're earning this year, they take an average of the 2 years, and my first year's taxes weren't that great. So it's bringing my overall average way down. So now what I need to do is, because the tax year runs from April to April, like April 6th to April 5th, I've got until April to, like, I probably won't be able to get a mortgage until April, and it also means I've got until April to bump up my current earnings so that I can bump up my overall average for the 2 years so that I can get a mortgage, which is like, fuck. So between now and April, I'm gonna have to start like kicking ass in order to try and get enough income to get my mortgage. So what does that mean for you guys is that there will probably be more streams, more content, more pretty much everything, so that I can actually get stuff, so I can actually bump up my earnings, so that I can move on to a better place in my life instead of living in this place with these shitty fucking neighbours that make it more difficult for me to do my job. So it's like a catch-22. It's like I need the house in order to do my job better. I need like another place in order to do my job better, but I can't do that until I do my job better, which is like, fuck. The joys of being self-employed. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just keep fucking struggling. Ugh, I don't know. It's just annoying. It's like, I've got a decent enough mortgage because I don't really spend my money. Like, because obviously I've been saving for a house. So I've got a decent enough mortgage, I've got a decent enough deposit. And it's like, it doesn't fucking matter because they're only willing to lend about, I think it was like £24,000 based on my current income, which is like, when you're looking at buying a house, it's like 150,000. 24 grand doesn't really fucking go very far. So yeah, I think we'd be able to afford. I think we'd be able to afford maybe about a third of the house with a 20 odd grand mortgage if we like begged, borrowed, and stole. But yeah, it's rough. Which is crazy. Is absolutely nuts that I can have a decent deposit. I can also have an income that I know would be sufficient for the mortgage, but in the same breath they won't lend it to me because I'm self-employed. Whereas if I was employed regularly, it wouldn't be a fucking issue at all. Which is really kind of sad. And the funniest thing is, it's like, everyone that you hear about, all these millennials, and I say millennials because that's generally what the derogatory term used for them in papers, etc. But they all complain about them not being able to get a deposit. It's like, no, the deposit's fine. I got that bit. Got that bit. It's literally just the getting a bank to trust me enough. I don't know, it's kind of sad. Just kind of sad. So yeah, I worked out that I need to get my earnings up to an average of about 17,000 a year. Which doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not really if you've got a regular job. But when you're self-employed and you've got expenses and stuff like that, and yeah, it's that's when everyone's like, fuck, let's do earn much more than that. Nope. Nope, not at all. So yeah, I need to find a way to get my average earnings to £17,000 a year. In order to get the mortgage that I need. So in order to do that, I need to work my fucking ass off, as if I don't do that already, but I need to work my ass off even more in order to try and scrape together some more money to bump up this year's earnings so that it will raise my overall average over the 2 years. Which is upsetting, but whatever. Just the way it goes, I guess. And the thing is, with the adpocalypse this year, I've already been having a shitty year this year. So it's like, fuck me. So just add insult to injury, why don't you? But yeah, super gutted this morning after having that meeting with him. Because it's like, don't know, you know that, you know when you're in a shit situation, you always have that thing that's like, okay, this is what will get me through this situation. Well, yeah, that was moving out and being like, right, fucking find a place, get a mortgage sorted. And then like get out of this place. But yeah, that was the thing that I was hoping for. You know, that was what everything kind of rested on, and now that we've been kind of, now the reality of the situation set in, it's like, oh fuck. Don't get me wrong, got a couple of different options open, but yeah, that's all I can say. If only it was as easy as gold mining. If only it was as easy as gold mining in this game. I jokingly says, I was like, I'll have enough money to buy the house outright before a bank will be willing to give me a mortgage on it. I don't know. Sorry to be depressing during one of these Gold Rush episodes. Normally I just rant about everything, but yeah, unfortunately that's what's on my mind today, and there's been nothing to piss me off. So, which there should always be something that can piss me off, but you know, I've not really checked. I don't know. Like after hearing that news today, I've just kind of been like, oh fuck, let's just start recording. Let's just get to work instead of doing my usual, which is like, let's check the news and find out what's going on in the world. I've just went, nope, let's just get to work. Let's just work until I have to go to bed. Ugh. Sad days, man, sad days. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, I was already kind of pulling back to 8 videos, trying to get back to 8 videos a day. I think we've been sitting on 7 videos a day. Or at least trying to. I mean, today that I'm recording this, or yesterday when you see this, well, yesterday in regards to GMT, I think there's only like 5, let me check, yeah, 5 videos that went up. Because I've been doing 4 Monster Hunter videos, but the freaking Monster Hunter video yesterday, one of them took me an hour and a half to record because I just kept fucking dying. I was getting proper raggy as well, like I was proper shouting at the screen and like, this fucking shit. But there's like a 50 minutes worth of recording, it just got deleted yesterday because of that. It was just the fact that there was just no chance of me salvaging that. Like, it wasn't good enough to show you guys. Like, it was just a long time of me just getting really pissed off. So I was like, no, I'm not wanting to show that. Like, I don't mind if it's... Those lights really bug out when you're reversing. I don't mind showing my losses and my defeats and stuff like that. But when it would have ended up being like 3 videos, one after the other, of me just dying to this guy, so I was like, nah, screw it. So I done 1 video of my initial loss, and then the next video when I started it, I literally just kicked the thing's ass, like instantly. So I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Didn't even grind between the videos, it was just I kicked ass, like I'd done really well. The sad thing was though, I was trying to learn a new technique with a weapon that I was using. Ah, that should be fine to fill it up. I was trying to learn a new technique with a weapon that I was using, and fighting quite a difficult boss whilst trying to learn a new technique probably wasn't the greatest of ideas. But yeah, I know that's a lot of dirt, but I'm gonna try and push that as far as I can through there. Worst case scenario, I'll have to dig it a bit wider so that we can get the dump truck in. But by then we'll get the dump truck. And I might even see how much it is for the bulldozer, so that we can start making tracks into the, like, we can start making ramps instead of me having to literally dig out all the dirt. I don't know how difficult or how easy it's going to be to use the bulldozer to make ramps, but that's what we'll do. I really should check the squares that I'm digging into to see how the gold is in them, but I mean, I'm digging into them anyway, so it's not like it would make any difference to me. Alright. Put that into there. But unfortunately, guys, that's all we've got time for in this episode, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.